This video is entitled Daniel as Ancient of Days. This is Daniel Eli, Reincarnated Biblical Prophet, Incarnate Angel, author of FinalBookOfDaniel.com, EndTimeProphet2012.com, and WorldPeacePrayerVision.org. 2,500 years ago, it was promised, "Go your way, Daniel, for the words are to remain secret and the book sealed until the time of the end. Many will be cleansed, purified, and made white. The wicked will continue to act wickedly. None of the wicked will understand, but those who are wise will understand. As for you, go your way to the end and rest. You shall rise for your reward at the end of the days." This video and final book of Daniel is the fulfillment of that promise made 2,500 years ago in the Christian Holy Bible. In 2001, after being awakened to the reincarnation of Daniel, the identity of the Bible, I sought an answer in 2001 as to what I was to become in the future. So I prayed for 2 days straight. At the end of the second day, it was revealed to me by divine voice that I was to become in the future an Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days is an Aramaic term for God. Now this completely blew my mind, and I didn't know what to make of it, because I never heard of the Ancient of Days before this revelation. The Ancient of Days is mentioned 3 times in Daniel chapter 7 of the Bible. And chapter 7 verse 9 states the following: "As I looked, thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow. His hair of his head was white like wool. His throne was fiery flames, as his wheel was all ablaze. The river of fire flowing out from him, coming from him. Thousands upon thousands attended him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court was seated, and the books were opened." Daniel means God is my judge. I had forgotten about this revelation altogether. Then in April and May of 2011, I prayed to God for an answer. I fasted since March 9th. It was like April 16th, I believe. I prayed for an answer, and then when I was asleep, God's voice spoke to me and said, "I am an Ancient of Days. I am an Ancient of Days. You are an Ancient of Days." It was then that I realized just who and what I was. I was actually the Ancient of Days from that point forward. Daniel reincarnated, that was the reward to eventually become God, an Ancient of Days. When I made it public that I was ascended as an Ancient of Days, the weather was severely altered around Chico, California for 3 continuous weeks, all day, every day. The weather, storms, lightning storms, every single day for 3 weeks continuously. What if God was one of us, just a slob like one of us, just trying to make his way home?